could we see changes at Newcastle and finally some silverware after Newcastle's a brilliant 2-0 win at the Emirates? We've been taking your calls all morning. Arsenal struggling for goals with Saka out injured. There's a great start last night I heard on talkSPORT. Saka and Odegaard, when they're not playing, makes a big difference in terms of what they won, how many games they've won. And last night could mean that the Gunners could miss out on another trophy. Could miss out. They could get an early goal up there and it's a game on.
Oh, that's not finished yet that time.
Should Arteta be taking more of the blame? And Geordie's are on to finally win some silverware. Don't forget there's another game tonight, and all of the doubts on Eddie Howe's position, are they over now? It's amazing how football changes, isn't it? And people say he's got to go. They're now calling for Arteta to go.
Remember Al Shearer, 100% quite rightly, was giving them stick defensively. I'm sure it was Brentford, Al. They were absolutely all over the place. I mean, it must have been literally 7 games ago. And then bang, just turn the corner, clean sheets everywhere. Isak can't stop scoring, and everything in the garden's rosy again.
Last night, let's take a listen to the sports bar last night. They were talking to Lee and Geordie, a Newcastle fan.
Where's Holly?
Lee?
You can't wake her up yet. It's not fine.
Listen, can you...
Lee?
It's not happening tonight.
Lee? Lee, go and give Holly a little nudge. Go on, and just get her on the show again. Come on.
Holly, they're on again. Holly, yeah.
Listen, right? I came away from him. I told you last time not to let him back on here, and then he's following us round. So I don't know why he's even on here again.
Brilliant, eh?
I know. She went on to say you should be listening tomorrow morning on the breakfast show, but I can't do that, the boys. I can't do that. Ali, how would we react if you woke her up? I know I'd get.
Well, I wouldn't get that.
I'd get beat it.
I know what I'd get.
I'd get beat it.
I'd get Michael Jackson myself, to be honest with you. There's no chance.
Let's take some of your calls. Geordies, good morning to Andy, a Newcastle fan. Andy, what a night last night.
Morning, Andy.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
Good,
brilliant.
Thank you.
How about you
good.
last night? What about that performance?
Yeah, it was amazing, mate. Every one of them, absolutely outstanding. And Ali is saying how miserable it is this morning all over the country. It is a beautiful day up here in the northeast, mate.
I'll bet you, mate. I'll bet you. Well, that's 2 trips to London. 2 trips to London you boys have had. I couldn't believe the numbers you had at Spurs, obviously, at the weekend. And again last night. 2 great trips.
Weekend. Yeah, amazing. Amazing performance by the lads. The defence was absolutely outstanding. Dan Burn, what a signing he's been.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall, unreal. And it'll be a shame if that's the Bradford's last game, because he's been a massive difference to the defence and the team coming in for Pope.
Don't forget it's only half time, Andy. What about Nick, the Newcastle fan? Nick, a very good morning.
Morning, Nick.
Good morning, lads. How are you keeping today?
We're keeping well. I'm guessing you're in good form.
I am in good form. I'm a first-time caller, so bear with me. I just wanted to say beforehand, you boys deserve a knighthood for services to us. Me and Mort was on.
Well, he's got one.
Cold winter morning, you're keeping us warm. Second best show on talkSPORT after H&J, of course.
What? Nick,
listen.
What's up with you, Nick? Is that cold weather getting your heat?
Nick, you started off well. We've just been out dinosaured by a couple of real dinosaurs.
Oh dear.
I'm only in my mid-30s as well, but I've always loved H&J.
No, we do too, mate. We're only kidding you on. We do too.
I do miss Laura Woods as well. But just a couple of points from my side. Well, first thing I wanted to say, Isak, for me, is a complete striker. He actually reminds me a little bit of Thierry Henry, especially last season when he was coming in from the left and the right, and his link up with Anthony Gordon. Sensational striker. And it might be a bit of a controversial point, but for me, I think he's better than Haaland in terms of all-round striker. And then the second point I wanted to say was Arsenal seem to be kind of recreating that Wenger culture of Champions League qualification being a trophy. It feels, I don't know, I just get the feeling that Arteta, he's just become like Wenger towards the end of his time at Arsenal, and excuses coming in left, right, centre, and always, coming second, and they're happy because they've got into Champions League. And, for a team that big, for me, they missed a trick by not signing Alexander Isak, and he seems like he's happy in Newcastle.
Well, Nick, Ali and I are going to debate just for a few minutes because we've got to break. Nick, thanks for your call.
Thanks,
Keep
Nick.
listening. Ali, can you compare them both? Alexander Isak to Haaland?
No.
You know,
forget it.
Some people have been giving Haaland stick, right? And I'm like, what are you talking
You
about?
You can't. I mean,
have a look at his record, for
they
God's
are
sake.
completely and utterly different centre forwards, right? There's no doubt about it. If you put it, I think Haaland, we're probably in agreement. It might not be. If Haaland, for me, will score more goals in a good team, right? But Isak is by far and away a better all-round centre forward. I think. I think at this moment in time, he's one of the best. Isak, I mentioned last night.
Better movement than Haaland, because when Haaland's on the move, he's quick.
Yeah, of course. And Haaland's movement in the box is as good as anything. But Isak's movement all round the pitch is far better. In my opinion, I think he leads the line extremely well. See, Isak does things that for example, Haaland don't necessarily saying doesn't do. He will do it. He'll take part in the game, right? He doesn't really enjoy taking part in the game other than the penalty box, and that's fine as long as he's got his goal return, which he generally speaking always does.
Can you imagine if Liverpool had a goal scorer like Haaland or Isak?
Well, Liverpool have got goals all throughout the team.
No, but I mean an out-and-out goal scorer.
Well, they have. They've got Salah, who's not an out-and-out striker, but he's an out-and-out goal scorer.
Okay. What about Paul, the Newcastle fan? Let me take one quick one. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
How are you doing?
Good,
brilliant. How are you, mate?
I've been waiting since 7 o'clock to come on.
Hey, well, you've been rewarded, mate.
Paul, never mind the NHS waiting list. We're waiting for a good producer here, honestly.
What I can't get is why Paul Merson never shuts up about Isaac this, Isaac that, this. So they've got him from Man City. Jesus, he scored a hat-trick the other week. Are they saying he's not good enough for Arsenal? Or what? Do you know what I mean? They keep going like, say for instance, if people keep mentioning, someone's coming in for the keeper, someone's coming in for Saka, someone's coming in for Rice or whatever. It's just, why can't they just leave Isak on us? Stop saying they're going to get 150 million. We're going to get 150 million for him, and like.
Paul, he's going nowhere, mate. Isak is going nowhere.
And they're going on about, he has a one about the centre-halves and about Saliba and the Arsenal 2 centre-backs, right? They'll say, they're the best in this, the best in that. There's levels, right? And apart from Van Dijk against Isaac, yes, he scored against Liverpool, but how many world-class strikers would you say is in the Premier League, apart from Haaland, Isaac, and who else? So when these defenders are coming against, no disrespect to our centre-forwards, but not pedigree of Isaac and Haaland, they're doing great. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, when they come, did they see the shut up about Isaac? He's our player, and now they're going on about the ball. Arteta blaming the ball. What next? You know what I mean?
Paul, thank you. Thank you, Paul.
I thought we'd have got you in a good mood today. What's happened to Paul?
50,000 Geordies when they come up in 4 weeks' time, tell them they need to bring the binoculars because it's that high up.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.